What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. We're headed to round 5 of the Colored Heavyweight Championships. Now, on April 14th, 1918, Harry Wills would once again defeat the great Sam Langford and become the Colored Heavyweight Champion. But on July 2nd, 1921, Jack Dempsey would face the Orchid Man, George Carpentier. Meanwhile, during the course of negotiations with George Carpentier, there were talks of a fight with Jack Dempsey, who was heavyweight champion of the world, with Harry Wills, colored heavyweight champion of the world. And as you see here, text record in the middle, George Carpentier to his right, and Jack Dempsey to the far left, negotiating a contract for the July 2nd, 1921 bout scheduled in New Jersey. George Carpentier trains and prepares himself for the heavyweight championship bout with Jack Dempsey. George Carpentier is the light heavyweight champion of the world. Now, Jack Dempsey would put away George Carpentier. It was a grueling bout, but Jack Dempsey would have no problem disposing of George Carpentier. Carpentier would be dropped in the 4th round. On November 8th, 1926, George Godfrey would be colored heavyweight champion of the world when Harry Wills would be disqualified in a fight with Jack Sharkey on October 12th, 1926. But in 1923 of June, Jack Dempsey would have exhibitions with George Godfrey on the 13th, the 15th, the 19th, the 21st, and the 22nd of June 1923. He would be getting ready for a match that was promised to Harry Wills. And he was using George Godfrey to tune up for that particular match. At that time, Harry Wills was a colored heavyweight champion. Meanwhile, on July 4th, 1923, Jack Dempsey would face Tommy Gibbons in Shelby, Montana. Dempsey would receive a guaranteed $200,000 for this mismatch of Tommy Gibbons. The town of Shelby would go bankrupt after putting up a total gross of $200,000 for Jack Dempsey. Tommy Gibbons would only receive a flatline side bets to pay off his debt for the town that would go bankrupt. Jack Dempsey would be victorious over Tommy Gibbons. Jack Dempsey, the Manasa Mauler, would have some decisions to make. He has met an actress named Estelle Taylor. In between bouts, he would be seen with Estelle Taylor very often and take on some movie parts with the actress. Now, Tex Rickard, promoter, and Jack Dempsey would agree on a date to face the colored heavyweight champion, Harry Willis, September 26, 1924. It would be scheduled to be held in New Jersey. On September 14th, 1923, Jack Dempsey would meet the Argentinian Luis Angel Firpo. Meanwhile, Harry Willis still waits, as Evander Holyfield did with Mike Tyson. Dempsey tags Firpo. Firpo goes down. This would be one of the wildest heavyweight championship matches in recent memory. A 2-round affair. The crowd gathers to watch what they don't believe as to be one of the greatest heavyweight championship matches in their lifetime. Firpo goes down. Dempsey goes down. It is a slugfest. Dempsey goes through the ropes as Luis Angel Firpo watches. Now Dempsey climbs back into the ring and he drops Firpo. And the referee begins to count. Luis Angel Firpo falls all over himself. And the referee calls off the match. And Jack Dempsey is still the heavyweight champion of the world. As Jack Dempsey celebrates, the world is wondering, what would he do next? Little do they know that Jack Dempsey already has a signed scheduled contract to face the colored heavyweight champion of the world, Harry Willis. Now, Luis Angel Firpo received his title shot with Jack Dempsey when he defeated the lumbering giant, Jess Willard, former heavyweight champion of the world. Luis Angel Firpo becomes victorious when he stops former heavyweight champion Jess Willard. And now Luis Angel Firpo would receive that shot in 1923 with Jack Dempsey. Now, after losing to Jack Dempsey, Luis Angel Firpo would get another opportunity at the Black Panther, Harry Willis. Harry Willis had a guaranteed schedule September 6, 1924 with the Manasa Mauler, but were now told that he had to get past Luis Angel Firpo in order to secure his shot with the Manasa Mauler, Jack Dempsey. Although scheduled to face Jack Dempsey September 26, 1924, the fight was called off. It's been said that promoter Tex Rickard had feared for racial overtones of that contest. So Harry Willis' attorney was going to sue Jack Dempsey for breach of contract. So the stipulation in the original contract was that Harry Willis would have to continue to fight if for unseen reason, an obscene reason, would get Jack Dempsey out of the contract. So the reasoning was that Tex Rickard feared for racial overtones. That's what got him out of the agreement. So Harry Wills would then face Louis Angel Firpo on September 11th, 1924. And here you see Harry Wills manhandling Louis Angel Firpo. Now, in order for Harry Wills to secure a fight with Jack Dempsey at a later date, he would have to defeat Louis Angel Firpo. Obscene reason would normally be towards weather or war, not racial overtones, because that's been going on from the beginning. And as you can see here, Firpo could not handle Harry Wills, and he would be dropped. But he would get up right before the bell rung, and a decision would be a 12-round no decision. So that would not secure a victory for Harry Wills over Louis Angel Firpo. And this gets Jack Dempsey out of the agreement officially. So the rumors were correct. And now Jack Dempsey would officially announce his engagement with actress Estelle Taylor on January 16th, 1925. And they would be married the following month, February 7th, 1925. And Jack Dempsey would go into Hollywood. Meanwhile, Louis Angel Firpo would take a beating from Charlie Warnett. He puts up a miserable exhibition. Once again, Harry Wills would be sent in to clean up the mess, and he would have to face Charlie Warnett, July 2nd, 1925 in New York. And he would have no problem knocking him out in 2 rounds. Now on that card, you had Dave Shade, who knocks out Jimmy Slattery, light heavyweight from Buffalo. Harry Greb outpoints Mickey Walker. And Harry Wills wins in hospital bouts. It was sponsored by a hospital. As you see here, breaking up Buffalo's idol, a ring sensation, Charlie Warnett is easily prey for Jack Dempsey's colored challenger. So Harry Wills was still considered the challenger for Jack Dempsey. But history shows Jack Dempsey would never give Harry Wills a shot. You see, Jack Dempsey had sparred with Allentown Joe Gans. And Allentown Joe Gans made mincemeats of Jack Dempsey in sparring. This is well documented. I have the information. At the same time, it didn't help that Allentown Joe Gans would beat up on Tiger Flowers. And then Harry Wills would destroy Louis Angel Firpo. And as you can see here, the colored challenger of Jack Dempsey for the World Heavyweight Championship title, Harry Wills. Dave Shade, California welterweight. The bouts, which were held in aid of the Italian hospital, of New York City drew an attendance of around 40,000 persons, and the total gate receipt were $339,040. Now, this entire article, which I'm not going to read this whole thing, I just want to make this clear for you, explains about Jack Dempsey and Harry Willis. And I can tell you, I even have a copy of the contract that was agreed upon. Carbon copy. Harry Willis, however, was under the delusion as to, and the thing about it is, this was a con game. Jack Dempsey never had any intentions on facing Harry Willis. So Harry Willis was then forced to face Jack Sharkey, and he would be disqualified in that fight with Jack Sharkey. Here, Charlie Weinert shakes hands in New York Boxing Commission's office with Harry Greb, who knocked him out in a round and a half. Now, mind you, Harry Willis was still the colored heavyweight champion in 1926 when he faced Jack Sharkey. But on October 12th, 1926, he would be disqualified for virtually no reason. Unbelievable. And on November 8th, 1926, that colored championship belt would go to the new colored heavyweight champion, George Godfrey. And I will be discussing him next on round 6 of the Colored Heavyweight Champions series. Jack Johnson holds the Colored Heavyweight Championship belt. And this belt went to Joe Jeanette when he defeated Sam McVeigh. Jack Johnson will defend his title. But back in 1908, he would relinquish that belt to face the Canadian World Heavyweight Champion, Tommy Burns. So the belt continues to move down the line. Who would be the next colored heavyweight champion? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. See you on round 6 with George Godfrey, new colored heavyweight champion of the world. Salute to the colored champions. Until next time, this is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Salute to my subscribers. Salute to these great fighters.